switch, not a day in my life. You know me, my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go now. 54 at the flag. 54. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Switch.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now it's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Key tight end. Key tight end. 3 down. 3 down. I got it. 36. 36. Check 37. Check 37. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Set, ready, and ring. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Shift, shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Panthers 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a give right side. Pearson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Pearson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. Hey, Alpha. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 2nd down, Pearson. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now Wentz will keep it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You must be dreaming. Check safety, check safety. It's free. It's free. Go. Go.
They run with Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
On second down now, it's Hines. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right here. Check 99.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Kill.
Say. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Ram.
I got you, boy. Shit. You go tight. You got tight.
No.
You got tight right there. Check it out.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You see me?
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
51. Watch QB drop. Check. He's coming.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fielded at the 33. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Murray from midfield. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you got it, son. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Switch.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Far down.
Here's Wentz to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
It's going to be a 5-9. It's going to be a 9.
Hey, Zoo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Pearson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 5-4. Record.
On 2nd down, here's Murray going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's it, baby. You gonna work.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here we go. Sweetie! I got one. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
To throw, it's Wentz. He completes it to Henry. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Pearson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Go.
Wentz now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, empty.
Check 31. Check. Fresno.
On 3rd down, Pearson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Panthers 27, Eagles 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 24-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. They go quickly here out to Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Strong right. Strong right. 3 out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Switch. Shift.
On 3rd down, Pearson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 36, 36.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Bang, 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 bang. Shit, shit. Let's go. Come on. Kill. Hey, turn it up. No.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win.